it's Annie. Hey guys, I hope you're all well, I hope you're all safe, I hope you're all, I mean, I can't speak for wherever you are in the world, but right now in Manchester it is miserable outside, so I hope you're enjoying slightly more sunlight than I am. But today I wanted to get into a little Q&A. I feel like we should, you know, catch up. I want you guys to get to know me a little bit, just so, you know, you don't feel like you're being yelled at by a stranger on the internet. I wrote them all down. First question is, how old are you? I'm 22. I know I look like I'm about 15, but I'm 22, I promise you. A bit of like extra background info. I'm from London originally, live in Manchester. I went to uni up here, have a degree, and now I'm a model. What made you want to become a model? And long story short, I just kind of took a punt during lockdown last year. So everyone's like, why did you start modeling? Because traditionally in the industry, girls start quite young, or you get scouted younger and then you end up staying in education or whatever. But I was kind of stuck in furlough. It's a long story. We can do that another time if you care about HMRC at all. But I was stuck on really bad furlough. I didn't really have a sense of direction. And I just decided that I wanted to do something else. And I used to model a bit for my mates in sixth form college. I mean, I remember a time I was wrapped in a blanket because I was like fully starkers underneath. And like, just because the teacher came in, he had to inspect some of the work, and that was, I mean, I enjoyed it. I've always liked being in front of a camera. You don't really find many models who are like, I'm camera shy. No, I love having my photo taken, always have. So I figured, why not do the creative side of that and see if I can get into it, because the industry is expanding, it's constantly growing. The strict like walls built around modeling are kind of coming down bit by bit. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a go. How many languages do you speak? And that's 2. So I have a degree in Spanish, so I speak English y hablo español. I might do a video in Spanish at some point, I'm not sure. Might, you know, try following like a Spanish recipe or something. I haven't used my Spanish in a long time because I haven't been able to travel very much. So I feel like it'd be a good way for me to practice my very rusty Spanish, but yeah. And I can kind of read like bits of Portuguese and Italian because they're all like Latin-based languages. I can kind of read bits of everything, but I can only really speak Spanish and English. And I can say je ne parle français, which is I don't speak French in French. Somebody wants to know what my biggest fear is, and bluntly, I'm terrified of needles, to the point where during an operation, I've had many operations, another story for another day. Look at me setting up all these like links to different stories I can tell in the future. Long story short, my mum had to tackle me back onto a hospital bed because I refused to have an epidural put in my back. I don't think anyone enjoys epidurals, but every time I'm getting better. Having all these, you know, COVID jabs has really helped, but anytime I used to even think of a needle, I used to just break down. Like I even had therapy for it. Crabs scare me so much. No, as in the animal, not whatever you're thinking of. I mean, the other thing scares me too, but okay, get me out. Okay, next question. Goals for 2022. So one of my goals for 2022 is definitely, you know, progress modeling career. I just want to give my all to it, really. I want to prove to myself that I can do it, that there aren't limitations based on height, weight, whatever, that I've got this and I can live the life I want. Another goal is just leave the UK. I just need to see some sunshine. I have freckles naturally, and they're not here anymore, okay? They are gone. And I look anemic, and my hair is naturally white blonde, and you can see my roots. I mean, I just need to see some sunshine. And I feel as well, just end the year more confident than I am now. I mean, me a year ago was half as confident as I am now. But I think those are my big 3 things, is really, really have a go with modeling, and then leave the UK, go on holiday. That's my other goal. And just grow as a person. Whatever that looks like for me. It could be 1% better, it could be 99% better. It doesn't matter, as long as I am the slightest bit better, feel better in myself by the end of this year, I would have considered that a success as far as I'm concerned. Favorite thing about modeling. So I'd say one of my favorite things is being creative. I know more often than not, people think of models as just sort of like walking clothes hangers, or just someone who I get told like, oh, it must be so hard to just stand there and look nice. No, you've got to be creative with it. You've got to practice movement. I practice every day. I stand in my mirror and practice, you know, whatever. But my favorite bit is when you can be creative, when you can test out new shots, whenever, you know, if someone's done some gorgeous makeup on you, the photographer's got this great idea, you're in a studio and like wherever, as long as you're being like, I love being creative. I've got a much more linguistics, creative brain than I do a maths and logic brain. I have no logic. So it's just one of the best parts of it to me is having fun. And I find that I've never had a shoot that's been I've truly just been bored being there. I've always had fun whenever I've modeled, which is just the best part of it. Dream places to travel, literally anywhere but England right now. Maldives, the Bahamas, Costa Rica. I mean, there's so much of Latin America I would just kill to see. I'd love to go back to the States. New York is amazing. San Francisco has my heart. I love that city. There's so much more of the US I want to see. I'd kill to go back to Wyoming. Australia, I've got friends and family in Australia that I am desperate to see. I mean, there's just so much of the world that I want to see and experience, and the list is about as long as me. It's insane. But the next place I definitely want to go is, for now, somewhere in Europe where there is sunshine and a beach. How did Ben slide into the DMs? Basically, if you don't know, I do have a boyfriend. His name is Ben. He didn't slide into the DMs, I did. He followed me on my private account about 2.5 years ago now, over 2.5 years ago. And he had a blue tick next to his name, and I was like, whoa, and I just finished a shift working at a bar. And in my head, I was like, I'm gonna message this guy. And I think my first message was like, ooh, blue tick, is that supposed to be some kind of flex or something like that? Apparently, he found it funny. And then we started chatting, went on a date, and here we are. And that is where I'm gonna end this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below or message me on Instagram, anything you fancy. And if you have any requests on maybe story times on anything I've mentioned, just shout, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon. Bye.